My Lady Jane is a television series released in 2024. This is an alternate history tale about Lady Jane Grey, also known as the 9 Days Queen. It's adapted from a novel by Jodi Meadows, Brody Ashton, and Cynthia Hand. Though I have been told by my friend who actually read the book to warn you, it's apparently nothing like the book. Let's take a quick look at My Lady Jane. Jane is a scientist ahead of her time, but forced to live in the 16th century expectations of a woman. She's also a favored cousin to a sickly King Edward VI. There's our setup for a love-hate romance and an unlikely queen. But that's not all. This is also a fantasy world where half the people can transform into animals, called Ethians. Basically, throw out anything about religion. All of the people, for the most part, who in real history were Catholic, are now racist against Ethians. If you're looking for anything that even remotely relates to real history, this is not for you. If you're looking for a comedic spoof of history with a fantasy twist, this might be for you. We have a large assortment of witty, comedic actors that you will probably enjoy if you like this kind of raunchy humor. To name a few, Emily Bader is the forever overworked Lady Jane Grey. Playing her husband is Edward Blumel, the tall, dark, and tortured Lord Guildford Dudley. Kate O'Flynn is the most ridiculous and traumatizing version of Princess Mary I have ever seen. This was filmed on multiple historical locations, including some pretty castles. We also see Hampton Court Palace Gardens and Dover Castle. The costumes are decently accurate for the time period, though not as ornate as some of the other period shows I've seen. That's about as far as we go for staying in period. All of the music and dialogue are purposely and blatantly modern. The sex and vulgarity is all over the place. There is very little actual nudity, but a woman is riding a man who is tied up, and they are obviously, it's not subtle. Also, a man in his early 20s is constantly having sex with a woman old enough to be his mother. It honestly felt like the comedy was written for children and teens, but the sex and violence was for the 18-plus crowd. If you're following my British Monarchy Marathon watch order, this series takes place during my Indulge in Royal Tudor Drama watch order video, and if so inclined, could take the place of Lady Jane. Warning, this show has now been cancelled, but doesn't end on too bad of a cliffhanger. Released in 2024, it's 8 episodes, each about 50 minutes, rated 14+, but I strongly disagree with that. I would say at minimum 16+. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out my playlist to watch more historical media in chronological order and for some movie and TV comparisons. Happy watching!